Welcome back to Studio 701, and as we both know, 2020 may go down as one of the most difficult years ever, especially for parents.
In this week's Parent Panel, a group of mom friends sits together to share their experiences talking about COVID with kids.
How do you talk to your kids about COVID? And like again, my daughter's 3. She wants to hug everybody and kiss everybody and like strangers, and I'm always just like, well, let's not touch our friends so much. But then I'm like, I don't know what to control and what not to control. Do you talk to them about it, and if why or why not, kind of thing?
My oldest, he referred to COVID as the sickness, as in the middle-aged time, for a very long time. He's like, Mom, the sickness. And I was like, yeah, it's not the sweating sickness, but okay, babe, yes.
The sickness.
Yes, just the sickness. And that was hard, but then he had kindergarten last year, so I think he got a lot from the other kids. We're pretty just like, go with the flow, let's try and, we've always been clean, I guess you could say, where it's like, yeah, we wash our hands after we go to the park. That's just what we've always done. So things like that didn't change too much, but not being able to play with the neighbor kids when like the first beginning lockdown came was really hard to explain. And it's just like, you know, we got to keep our distance. Like, we're trying to help and be socially responsible and not have this continue to spread or to be such a long process. So we each need to do our part. And that's just kind of where we've kept it. It's like, let's not be sharing our drinks and hugging the neighbor girls and things like that. So giving him some information, but trying to keep it age appropriate. For my 2.5-year-old, I'm not telling him about the sickness exactly. It's just like, okay, Jensen, keep your hands out of your mouth. Those are gross, you know, and just doing that.
Well, like when it started, it was just like you know, they talk about COVID, you know, just randomly to start, right? Like, talk about that. But then I got it, and so I tested positive, and so then we were sick. I was sick for like a week, and then I had to quarantine for 10 days, and then they had to. So this is like. Then it was like, don't go too close to your friends. You know, like we can't, like we gotta walk around people, like just in case, you know. So that was just a little different. So then they were, you know, well, are you sick? And so I think, you know, that was a different kind of a conversation to have, because it's like, you got it, and I was like, yes, but I'm okay. Like, I mean, I was sick, but it's okay, you know. So that was just a little bit different for the buddies. So I think that was hard, but definitely like. Stay on the other side of the sidewalk, you know, like when we ran into our friends one night walking, I was like, stay on the other side, like, stay apart, you know, and don't touch each other. It's hard. It's really hard. And I think that's what I've noticed this whole time, too, is that, like, my boys need people. Like, that's like, I was thinking about how selfish I was about how I need people, and, like, I need to get away from my family. But then, like, they went from seeing their friends every day to nothing, no closure, no nothing. And so that was really hard. Like, they really miss their friends. And
in our house, it's known as the germs. And that was not like our intention or whatever, but somehow our son picked up on, there's lots of germs right now. And I'm like, well, there's always been germs, but you know, so now, the sickness, COVID in our house, it's the germs. But I think the hardest part of it was, we just stayed pretty isolated. We're close with both sets of our parents, and my parents watch our son one day a week, and the other grandparents see him at least once a week, and we're so fortunate to have that. And so there were 8 weeks where we didn't see each other, just because we knew that if one of our parents got it, we just didn't know what the effects would be, and we love them and we want them to stay around as much as possible. And so we just said, okay, and we all kind of decided that, like, as, you know, grandparents, as parents, to just say, if we have to do this for a little bit, we're going to. And so having our son understand, you know, you can wave to grandma and grandpa from the doorstep, you know, but you can't run out and hug. Or, well, we can FaceTime grandma and grandpa and we can talk to them. And, that was that was hard, and it'll be interesting to see, you know, in the next 6 months, in the next year, you know, 2 years, how does that, like, what will they remember about that, or how will that affect their relational well-being in that sense of like, wow, there were, you know, for one thing, I really realized how much I took for granted seeing grandparents once a week.
Sometimes it definitely helps just having other parents to talk to, but if you would like more guidance in what to say to your children, please check out parentslead.org/COVID-19. They have some great advice.